Welcome back to another 3-minute sketch. Today's episode is The Batman. Alright, so here we go. Let's start off by drawing Batman's eyes, those classic triangle white no pupil eyes. Have yet to see this in a movie, but with Deadpool and Spider-Man, I'm hoping we get this soon, because I think this look is really cool. And also, now we're moving on to the pointed ears, and now down to his cowl line, where we got the nose, covers up his nose. And I like the way it covers his nose, where it points down, because that way it adds to his scowl, his little grimace, because I'm the Batman, I always have to scowl, kind of look. And moving on, because I already got the mask down, I've drawn Batman a lot, so this is kind of familiar territory. And the way the eyes came out, I had him looking in a specific direction. And so because of that, I decided to turn his body to match that direction, so he's standing on a bit of an angle. And in which case, it's just a matter of doing the shoulders and then putting his body in that same direction, making his torso face that direction. And in which case, when somebody's turned, I do like to use the shoulders first, where if I'm using them, straight away, facing them head on, I like to draw the torso first. But if I'm having them at an angle, I kind of want their shoulders to match up. I want to get that angle of their shoulders down, because that'll help me dictate the torso. And now I'm drawing his hand, kind of like the Captain America drawing. I want to save myself a little bit of effort, so I'm only going to draw one hand. I don't want to double up and make too much work for myself. Now, since it's Batman, I probably could have just drawn the cape down so he could be covered up, but I felt that might have been kind of cheap, so I decided to instead have one hand holding a batarang, and we'll just have his other arm dangling by the side there. And this comes up where I have a bit of a problem right here, because I didn't think about it. I showed up, but I didn't think about it, and now I gotta erase. I didn't think about all the different designs batarangs actually have, and now I'm just doing a really basic no-frills batarang, very plain. If I could go back, I definitely would have added a little more detail, a little more of those batwing shapes. But I just want to move on, so I didn't think about it until I started drawing it, but here we go. And so now I'm moving on. Now I'm going to start doing the cape, because you got to have the cape, and when I'm doing a cape shape like this, I'm just going to do it very easily and simply. I just want to make it flow, and for that I need to have these different strokes to try and get it through. And I'm also trying to figure out how it could go through the hand. Now, normally you would just draw through the hand and then erase it later, but I don't have that kind of time, and I'm not trying to do that, so I'm just trying to guesstimate and use simple lines to dictate where the cape is. And I was told in Arkham Asylum, the game in it, there was actually an entire team that was dedicated to working on his cape. But I don't have that kind of time, so simple cape we go. You could definitely spend a lot of time on the cape with all the wrinkles and folds and everything, but I only got 3 minutes, and time's running out. So I drew the Big Bat. I like the Big Bat logo as opposed to the Michael Keaton look, although sometimes I like that Michael Keaton logo. And now with my remainder few seconds, I'm just going to draw the arm as best as I can, and you see I didn't really put a lot of detail in that. And there you go. There's the drawing. There are my 3 minutes. Now I'm going to scan it in the computer, going to add some color, and I decided to go with the modern day comic book scheme. I kind of like this, a really, really dark gray blue for the cape and the cowl, and then a lighter gray for his torso. And this is the Batman look I really like. The all-black look is pretty cool for the movies, but I prefer this one drawing the character. And then, of course, I'm going to add some shadow and some highlights to really give this a little more depth in the traditional fashion that I do. And there you have it. There is my 3-minute sketch of Batman. But who do you want to see me draw next? Let me know down in the comments, and please subscribe right here to Dave Knows Comics. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, this has been Dave Knows.